even though you go to a really bad place, there is a way back, and that you can survive with your love from your friends and your family. And it's also very important to make sure that you have a great team of professionals around you as well, because they can see things that you can't see yourself sometimes.
Grief is a natural process that needs to run its course. Although coping strategies do exist and can help, it's important to remember that there is no quick fix and that everyone copes differently. Talking with a grief counsellor is one of the most common and effective strategies. Having someone willing to listen is a critical component to coping with loss. Be aware that some people may not feel comfortable talking to someone they don't know, and may prefer to do so with friends or family.
There is an amazing array of things that people can use coping with loss and grief. Obviously talking with someone else for support, and often that can just be your best friend or your mum or your sister. Doesn't necessarily have to always be a counsellor, but it's someone who will allow you just to sit and be. We don't have to fix it up for people. We don't have to say the right words. What we can say is we don't know what to say. And often it's so much more difficult just to sit and be with someone. As humans, we try and fix things up all the time, and we want to put a band-aid on top of things. But grief is something that can't be treated. It's not something that can be made better. But for people to have the courage to be able to sit in someone's pain while they're experiencing grief and loss is an amazing support.
Some people may choose to cope with grief through religious or spiritual beliefs that may give some meaning to their loss. Visiting a tranquil, natural setting like a forest or beach can also be soothing, allowing the person who is grieving to connect with nature. Art and journal or letter writing can also be helpful. These methods can be used retrospectively to chart the progress to recovery. For some, words may not be enough.
One of the forms of therapy which I use is art therapy. And it's an opportunity, I think, for people to put into some type of image or some type of symbol the feelings and the thoughts that they are experiencing, to put them out on paper and to dialogue with them and to relate to them in a way where they're learning from the experience. We talk about sense making, which is often different to actually learning from an experience. If it's all occurring in the mind and there is a great deal of emotion pushing on the mind to make sense, sometimes there's just blockages come up quite frequently. So to move through those blocks, to take the therapy further, or to see it from different angles, I find things like art therapy, movement are good ways for people to free up their associations, to take the heat out of some of their pent-up emotions and to relate in a different way.
There is no quick fix for grief, and everyone copes with their loss differently. Talking with counsellors or friends and family can be effective. Having someone that listens is very important. Spiritual beliefs or connecting with nature can help. Journaling and art therapy are also effective strategies.